Welcome back to the Graham Stephan Show. My name is Graham, and welcome to my show. We got another tenant and landlord issue in court today. This is a good one, okay? So apparently, the father rented an apartment for his daughter, but the landlord wanted to walk through the daughter's room to get to the kitchen. Now there's an issue. The dad wants his money back, and the landlord says no. So with that said, guys, this is a crazy situation, so we gotta first destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and once that's done, let's begin now.
This is the plaintiff, Aaron Royals. He says he rented a room for his daughter who was going to film school, and the defendant, her landlord, demanded he be allowed to enter her room to get to the kitchen rather than going outside and using the patio door.
Yeah, it sounds like he's renting out a dining room. Okay, let's be real. You never have to walk through a bedroom to get to a kitchen. Just functionally, like no building permit inspector dude would be like, yeah, that's a good floor plan. I'll stamp off on that. No, there should be no reason to use it back. So either the landlord is renting out a room that should not be used as a bedroom, or it's the worst design house I have ever seen in my entire life.
This is the defendant, Greg. He says
Oh, wow. Greg looked like he just came from a movie set as Count Dracula or something. That's the guy. Why is he wearing all black? Like, this isn't a funeral. It's odd to me. It seems like he's in theater for sure. I would hope.
The plaintiff is a professional bully who entered his house while he was sleeping, and when he woke up,
This dude's like, what is he wearing? This isn't Halloween.
He then told him his daughter was moving out, demanded a full refund, and then told him he was gonna kick his you-know-what. He's accused of an unlawful entry.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Even if he's in the wrong, okay? Let's say Greg is bad, but let's say the other guy is angry at Greg. The other guy shouldn't break into Greg's house and threaten to beat him up. That's never the solution to just breaking a lease.
The defendant has filed a countersuit for $2,256, money for changing the locks, and emotional abuse.
Oh, okay, so emotional abuse, he's not gonna get the money for emotional abuse. And for changing a lock, okay, what? $100 at the most? That's probably it.
You are suing Greg. You've asked us not to mention your last name for $2,000 in rent.
Oops, one second. I'm bidding on a PSA 10 Gem Mint Gyarados base, Japanese, and the bidding is at $205. Yeah, I'll come back to it soon. Let's see. Stay tuned. Keep watching to see if I win this Gyarados.
My daughter's going to college.
Okay.
I was looking for a place for her to stay.
Yes. Okay.
That's his daughter. How old is he? Him and his daughter, they look like they could be brother and sister.
Found a room to rent. I contact Greg.
He ages really well. If that's the case, this guy is on some magic potion of aging. He does not age.
We set up.
unlike the other guy. Imagine the other guy's like 35.
We noticed that the room was like an office slash room that he had converted into a bedroom.
See? Called it. It's basically a dining room. That's what it is. To be able to walk through that room to the kitchen, 100%. He changed it into a dining room to rent it out.
Is that accurate that you have to go through that bedroom in order to get to the kitchen?
Oh, see? This dude's just turning everything into a bedroom. Jack, you should take some tips from this guy. You should turn your ping pong room into another bedroom. You should turn the living room into another bedroom. Just put up drywall everywhere and just bedroom. You could be making $10K a month doing that.
Is it discussed? Hey, this is weird. Do you have to walk through my daughter's bedroom? Because nobody wants that.
We discussed it. I said I usually go around through the gate.
Oh, see how he set that up. He said, I usually go around the gate. I usually try to do that, but sometimes I'll have to walk through the bedroom. Usually it's not 100% of the time.
Actually, I need to go to you. What's your name?
Miranda.
Miranda, what happens?
I wonder if she got read her Miranda rights. All right.
The very first night, I had a friend stay over. We were working on a project for my film school, and he couldn't go home. It was late, etc. And so he stayed the night. And Greg had a problem with it the very next day. And no one can ever spend the night again.
Yeah, well, it's not the best to, on your first night, let's just say, you have somebody staying over as well. Usually it's spelled out in the lease that no guest could stay for more than like 2 consecutive days. I could see why the landlord could be a little irked off.
He accused me of sleeping with that friend, which is not only none of his business.
I love how the landlord's getting involved in their romantic life. I listen, I do agree. When you put the scenarios there, like, you know, they're working late, he couldn't go home, and, you know, had to spend the night, where's he gonna sleep? Not on the floor, I pretty much guarantee. Again, none of my business, but if you start to piece the puzzle together, it kind of... Anyway, we'll continue.
But also, we had first agreed that people were able to sleep over no matter what. That's my choice in my room.
Yeah, but again, I would be irked at that too. If I'm renting out a room and the first time there's like someone else spends the night too, and I don't know, I wouldn't want random people coming in and out, like spending the night.
Did you talk to your dad?
No, not at that time. I had
Why not?
spoke to him.
Because your dad has a bad temper?
No, no.
You know why? Because she's an adult. She should be handling these situations herself, not be, you know, calling dad. Even though dad's the one, you know, setting this up, it's good for her to have the real world experience to handle these conflicts on her own.
He started going through my room not only when I was home, but when I wasn't home as well.
Instead of going through the patio.
Instead of going
and how
through
do
the
you
back
know
door.
that he did? How do you know that he did that when you were home? You were in there when he's doing it.
If the door was shut,
Did you
whatever.
tell him, hey, where are you going? Like, did you stop him or no?
No, I did not.
That's a little weird. Okay, so then that's on her. She should just be locking the door. At that point, when she's in there, lock the door. Just for the peace of mind that way this guy has to walk around.
Not being able to go through my room, and it's quite ridiculous that he doesn't get the advantage to go through my room, and he has to keep going to the kitchen just to even get a glass of water. So...
Do you tell your dad about that?
Oh, he's laughing at this. I don't know. I can't tell. Because it both seems plausible and ridiculous at the same time.
He had yelled, Jesus and Christ, while I was doing homework, and my door was shut off. He has a podcast every Sunday morning.
Hey, wait a second. We have a podcast every Sunday morning. Wow, it's called The Iced Coffee Hour, and you could subscribe there. Would mean a lot to me. We just hit 200,000 subscribers. We've got some really great guests coming on, so if you want to be a part of our podcast, guess what? We don't have to walk through a bedroom to get to the kitchen, so subscribe.
He yelled at me because I was using the Wi-Fi for my homework while he was running his podcast, and it made his band run slow. And so my door was shut off, and so he had slammed my door open.
You don't slam a door open. If you slam a door open, it's hitting the drywall behind you, and you're leaving a mark on the wall. So there's no way he's slamming the door open. He's slamming it shut.
Was there ever a point where you suggested to a 19-year-old that you would walk through her room?
All right, let's see. He's been holding back this entire time, which, by the way, is rare for episodes like this. Usually, these guys butt in all the time. They throw insults here. He's been very respectful, very quiet the entire time. He's familiar with the law. He's familiar with how the court system works. So probably this is not his first rodeo.
First of all, whenever I walked through a room, I knocked first. And she would let
I got an idea. How
let
about
me
you don't
through.
walk through the room since it's not your room anymore? You rented it out.
Yes, I agree with that. He shouldn't even be knocking. No knocks. That's her room.
I would knock on the door, and she would let me through.
Oh, yeah, but that could make her uncomfortable. I mean, what are you going to say if he knocks? Let's just say he knocks, you open the door, and he says,
Can I just go like right there? Be like 1 second. It's cold outside.
you're not going to be like, no, close the door. You're going to feel uncomfortable and be like, yeah, okay, fine. So, I get it.
If she was asleep, I didn't knock on the door plenty of times.
How would he know if she's asleep so he doesn't knock on the door? See? Unless he has cameras in there.
Jesus Christ thing was about, I just spilled something outside. It had nothing to do with her.
That's funny.
It's just...
He's allowed to say that in his house. Oh, man.
On Sundays between 11 and 12:30, please don't use the Wi-Fi.
This guy needs better Wi-Fi. Let's call that for what it is. There's no reason why he can't use the Wi-Fi if someone else is using it.
Greg responded back this long email about, she had somebody and I told her if she's hooking up with that person that she needed to go to his house. And I just thought it was funny because my daughter doesn't even like guys.
That's funny. I mean, it's not, but it's just funny that the landlord's writing about the daughter's love life and to go to the other person's house.
Miranda told me about the friend.
Oh no, did I lose the auction? I forgot about the auction. Oh wow. That sold way higher than I thought. Sold for $360. Jeez. All right, back to the episode.
He said his response was, this has nothing to do with you. This has to do with me and Miranda. What are you talking about? The rent was between you and I. Miranda's just staying there.
It's probably better to deal with him anyway. Because anyway, if you and him get on a good agreement, he'll talk to the daughter. So everything will be fine. I think, if anything, just deal with him.
Miranda told me you're yelling at her. Oh, well, you're out of here. Let's go.
So you left right then?
Yes,
Yep.
I
Okay.
ended up packing up my stuff within the.
Now, did you pack
argument.
all of your stuff or some of your stuff?
Just some of my stuff for about a week and a half.
Oh, that's bad. You don't leave some of your stuff there. You either get it all out and you leave and you end the lease that day, or you're still renting.
Here's what really happened. On February 13th, I was taking a nap at about 6:30,
Taking a nap at 6:30. That's the rock star life.
and he got in a crouch and he says, I'm talking about my heart. I'm talking about my soul. I would die for this girl.
Look at the dad, look at his daughter. I have a feeling, given this, I'm going to say he's probably exaggerating or making some of this up. Or maybe in his mind this happens, but in reality, it's had like a civil discussion. I don't know.
You left your bed there? What was the problem with the bed and picking up the bed?
So, since the locks were changed and each time we had scheduled for picking up my things, he was apparently home and just didn't let us in.
Oh, that's bad. If that's the case, they got to document that. They got to have that on video. If you ever show up like that, you get locked out, just record. Be like, hey, here's the date. Here's the issue. Call the landlord. We can't get in. We're trying to get in. We're trying to remove our stuff. We're locked out. At least you have that on
The
record.
bed was filthy. And
How is it filthy?
There was rat droppings underneath the bed.
Oh, but that wouldn't be on her. If the rat droppings are on there, that's his responsibility. Jeez. Because it's in his house. It's not like the rats are just going to go under her bed and nowhere else.
Have you ever seen a rat?
Yeah, I've seen
Because
rats.
they're not termites. Rats are different than
No,
termites.
they were never. Once I vacuumed
Did
up
you
the
ever see a rat in
droppings-
your house?
Maybe. Yes, I have.
Oh, man. So he doesn't have rats, but he's seen rats in his house. And the rats pooped just in her bed. Makes no sense.
There were either rats living there or old rat
the-
droppings, but it was filthy.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if the bed is filthy. She could live in a filthy bed. The rat droppings, listen, she's not bringing a mattress with rats living inside of it. Actually, maybe she is, but I doubt it.
$2,000 for emotional distress? No. I believe that he breached the contract. I believe that you get most of that back. But you don't get to leave your things there and make it really, hey, it's really inconvenient to get the bed out. Okay, no, but you don't get to do that.
Yeah, my guess, all he gets is the 1 month of rent that she lived here, and that's it. Let's see.
$300 for the inconvenience and order him to repay you the remaining $1,700 of rent because I believe you had a right to move out. And on your counterclaim, zero. That's my judgment. Good luck, folks.
You don't get anything on your countersuit.
That's
You know
correct.
that.
Yeah.
So, what have you learned from all of this?
Don't convert the dining room into a bedroom. Just don't do that. It's not worth it.
What have I learned? Probably not to rent to suspect people.
No, that had nothing to do with the person. That's just, if it really was an issue, he wouldn't be renting out the room to begin with, you know?
I don't know how you could rent with the idea of a young lady living in there and you make an agreement to walk through a bedroom. That's
I asked
crazy
her.
about
I
that.
asked her first.
Yeah, but that is kind of crazy, don't you think? A lot of people would think
Actually,
it's crazy.
I really don't. You know, if you knew the circumstances.
Okay.
I like this guy. This guy is the most underrated guy. He only appears at the very end. He has the most sinister, just every word just stings a little bit.
Thank you very much.
He's so blunt, I like him a lot. We need more of him.
All right, thank you very much. You must have that way? All right.
He's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
The lies were Out of control.
Kind of crazy,
Yeah.
crazy. I'm glad you got it worked out. Glad you got your bed back. You happy now? Everything okay?
Yeah, very
Okay,
happy.
good enough. All right.
You get 1,700. You get 1,700. Everybody gets 1,700. Overall, great episode. I totally agree with it. And these situations are so wild. So how about this, guys? If you want more episodes like this, because they get copyright, but if you like them, if you want more of them, the best thing that you could do is just subscribe and hit the like button. That's it. Because there's a 50-50 chance they go in later, they're like, ooh, this Graham just did this reaction. Copyright claim. And then Jack doesn't make any money. So, well, and neither do I. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.